G'day guys, welcome back to Vorpal Preparations for the second installment of my bug out bag video. Sort of saw that the first video didn't quite go to 10 minutes, so I've now set a stopwatch timer on my iPhone, so sort of know when I'm getting around that 10-minute mark. So we'll talk about the front of the bag now. Now I've just got some zip ties. I think US call them cable ties, or other way around. One of us calls it zip ties and one of us calls it cable ties. Can't remember. Just got some medium, some large there, and they fit nicely into the molly webbing at the front of my bag. I've just got a tiny compass and thermometer. Don't really want to use it as your main source of temperature or location, but it is good at sort of verifying. If you've got another compass, it is good at verifying your location or that sort of stuff. My patch, Nice Survival HQ, that's a forum that I'm a member of, really worth checking out. This is a thing that I picked up for real cheap, only $2 at the dollar store, and it's those carry things that you use for picking up your dog poo if you take it to the park or whatnot. The bags are really small, but they are big enough that you can waterproof stuff and so forth if you need to, and it's a really sort of small and compact way of carrying garbage bags. So I picked this up and I wanted to carry some garbage bags, and I thought this was a perfect way to do it. It's really quite compact and weighs next to nothing. So we'll now get into the front compartment of the bag. Hopefully you can sort of get an idea of where I've put some stuff. We'll start. There's a pocket at the top here, and it's just got some glow sticks in it. I've got some Coghlons, 2 red, 2 yellow, 12-hour glow sticks. You can use those for rescuing, use those for light or whatnot. Inside one of these pouches, I've just got an emergency poncho, Coghlons again. This is not my first form of shelter, but this is more for if someone else is around, or if I need to give this to someone else, or if I need to waterproof my bag or whatnot. Just an emergency poncho, pretty self-explanatory, really cheap, weighs next to nothing. May as well have one. Cork down here. Now I've just got a small pack of wipes, sort of kind of like your American wet ones. Just got these from a dollar store. I got a pack of 3 for $1. I mean, can't go wrong with that. They're resealable, that sort of thing. So, got a pack of those. Now, I've got in this small pocket here, I've just got 3 things. I've got a Pro Knot card. So this is a card that sort of is plastic, waterproof. You're not going to have any problems with this, and it just shows you the different ways you can make you can tie knots for different reasons. So I think it's got around 18 or so knots on there. So really worth having. I picked this up for $10, and I think you pick them up at fishing stores, to be honest. I got that from the US. I couldn't find it in Australia. So a lot of stuff here I have acquired from the US. You got to do your research and find what you want. And if it's not in Australia, then just pay the extra money. If you know it's good quality and you know you want it, go for it. I have a Ultimate Survival Technologies UST Star Flash Survival Mirror. I quite like it. I've tested it out, and even now it's just bouncing all over the place. And sorry about that. and it's overcast, so these work a treat. Really easy to use as well. It's got some instructions in the back. Definitely want a small compact signal mirror. Now these are some survival tip cards. Just picked these up from ESEE, ESEE knife, sorry. And they just sort of show you some ways that there's some survival tips for building fires and escape and evasion. Just some basic stuff. If you got it like in an SAS survival book or something, you might not need these so much, but I mean these are even good for trade or something. If you just want to give something to someone and whatever, worth having. It's small, compact, fits nicely. Now I've just got a small bag of lint that I just haven't really sort of put anywhere at the moment. That's just some extra lint, really good at Tinder. I've got a small waterproof container. It is quite heavy, so I am thinking about maybe swapping this out. But inside at the moment I've just got a basic fire kit in that I've got a waterproof container which has got some cotton balls in it. Not Vaseline soaked, but really should get onto that. I've got, I light my fire Swedish fire steel, just in the Scout version. I've got a small Bic lighter, really should probably have a bigger one, but it just fit into the container. So again, looking for a new, a fire kit container, or maybe I'll just put them in a Ziploc bag, I'm unsure yet. And this is something, I'm not too sure if it will work, but I've got it in my bag anyway. I sort of did test it out, but I've got one of those dry glue sticks that you put into glue guns. Now I got my lighter and just lit it the end, and it did stick, and it did turn into glue. The only bad thing is that it does dry really quickly. So whatever you're gluing or you're trying to do, you're really going to have to burn the glue stick and sort of put it on straight away. But I mean, super glue does dry out sometimes, and maybe it is worth me swapping it out and putting in some super glue, but that's what I've got for now. So, we'll see how that goes. Just got a spare roll of those garbage bags for the front thing. I've got a thing called Sudden Rush, and it's an energy shot. It's only 11 mils. It really doesn't have that much caffeine, to be honest, for 11 mils. So it might be worth having. It might not be worth. It's kind of like your 5-hour energy thing, but I think that 5-hour energy is probably better. So I might even get some of those, or whatnot. Just got some basic gloves. Just found these around the house. I do want to find some leather gloves or some tactical gloves. That's just another thing that I just haven't got around to yet. And it really is important that once you know what you want, and it's good to prepare and put your bag together, you really have to sort of find what you can and make do with what you have, and then just upgrade slowly from there. Or else you're just never going to have anything in your bag, or you're just going to be waiting constantly for really, high-end items. So I just got some basic gloves for now, and I've got a UST U-Dig-It spade. So that's just a folding spade, slips in, really compact, quite light, like it. Up the top here, I'm coming up to 10 minutes, so I'm just going to quickly try and finish this this pouch here. Now I've got 4 hand warmers, single time use that simply just react with the air. So these are hand warmers, but I mean you could use them as feet warmers or body warmers if you really wanted to. I've got 4 in my bag and then 2 more in my first aid kit. Worth having, I reckon. They don't cost much money, so worth putting some in. The other thing I have, which a lot of people I have seen do have, is the Israeli emergency bandage. This cost me $20 or something. And from the videos that I've seen on YouTube, it really is worth having. It's quite an impressive piece of technology, and all the armies are using it, so it's definitely worth something looking into. So that does it for my front compartment, guys. So I will end the second part there. Third part, we'll probably be looking at my my pockets, and then hopefully I'll be able to quickly get into the main compartment as well. Alright guys, well that's it from me. Thanks for watching.